Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. It's September the 21st, 2025. I am so happy to be here today. Got to tell you, I'm normally very nervous coming here. Not really nervous, but today I cannot guarantee you this is going to be a short or a long session. I don't know. All I know is well, there's a lot of things I know. There's a lot of things I think I know, and there's an awful lot of things that I know that I do not know. Maybe that should be the topic today, actually. Okay. I know what I know, comma, I think. I know what I know. You know what? I actually, as everybody gets into the room, and this is going to be, I'm in a mood that I actually like. This is the best mood I can be in because I'm angry. I am very pissed off. Me being angry, me being very pissed off is really different. I am extremely, and in fact, I'm going to ask you what level of extremity of disappointment you have in our leadership for the last 100 years. Not today, not Trump, not Biden, not Clinton, not Bush, not your teachers, not your current priests, like everybody for 100 years, except the very few. I believe, I am beginning to believe the masses have just literally I don't even want to say that. Okay. What I want to say is, okay, I know what I know. I know what I don't know. Do you know what you don't know? Sorry about that. You guys can't hear me, right? Sorry. I am so jacked up today that I'm probably going to be all over the place. So I would just ask you to be patient with me. But I think that what we're going through right now on this planet is really, really important. And I'm beginning to understand why I'm doing this. And I'll tell you something, I've had a bizarre, odd, depressing, sad, concerning, confusing, exploratory week. I have, okay, I'll just go ahead and say it, okay? Because I don't think many strong people, many business people, or many people who think, most people think I have everything together. One, you wouldn't even know me if I didn't come on here. So, but the reason I'm here is because I'm looking around and I don't trust any of these people. And we have not had enough people speak up, sound out, get our volume up, and begin saying, no, fuck, no, stop doing what you're doing. Okay. This world should not be like this. And the truth is, when I say that, this world should not be like this. I'm going to write that in. This world, this is Gary Cardone's viewpoint. This world should not be like this. Okay? Exclamation mark. Now, I immediately go, well, what are you going to do about it? Like, Gary, what are you going to do about it? This world should not be like this. I hear this from everyone. I immediately go, yeah, what am I doing about it, dude? Like, who am I expecting to fix it? No one is fixing it. They're exploiting it. And they're exploiting because guys like me haven't stood up. I haven't been educated enough to stand up. Maybe I've been too scared to stand up. Who knows? Okay. But I know now. Okay. And you know now. All you have to do is look around. If you are sensitive, wow, 7 minutes in and I'm jacked. Who else is jacked up? Could I get a jacked up from everybody? I am jacked up would be an awesome affirmation for a Sunday. Come on, I want to see a bunch of I am jacked up. I am angry. Or if you're happy about the current situation, say I am happy about the world that I live in. It's working perfectly. Everything is awesome. We have a God, okay? Our God that we all fight over. That's an interesting one. We end up in wars over religion. Or do we end up in wars and hating each other over politics that we call religion? I have two Cokes. I do not know where my coffee is, but I will most certainly have at least two coffees through this. As you guys are settling in here, we got a couple hundred people in here. We got 500 people in here. I would ask that you invite your kids in here, okay? Your teenagers, your 22-year-olds, your 28-year-olds, your 38-year-olds, your grandchildren. Guys, let's just be really, really honest. My 15-year-old daughter is going to a movie today with a girl who's 15 or 16 who thinks she's a lesbian. And I think she's a nice girl. I'm not. But like, when did all this start happening when 15-year-old kids were, the consideration is that what their sex thing is at 15. It's just like, how about just go to a movie with a friend? Okay. It's crazy. You know what? I think what I'm trying to say, it's crazy about the labels. Why have we smashed all these labels on people? Now, I'm going to write the word labels down. By the way, can you guys hear me okay? Because I'm really close to my microphone. I don't want to freak anybody out. Oh, look at this. Doc says jacked up. I like it. See, it's good if you guys could follow directions. When I say, hey, I am jacked up, I'd like to see 500. I am jacked up. There's nothing wrong with playing a game with people, man. Okay, nothing wrong. I'm not commanding you. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not judging you. But like if we got 500 and 600 people to go, I am jacked up. It will make you feel better, by the way. I am jacked, okay? I am Jack Gary Cardone. This was what this week for me was like. And you know what? I might just talk about me the whole damn time. Seems like that's what most people do on Spaces, okay? The reason I am talking about me is I'm just trying to share. I was with a man last night. Was it last night? Yeah, I think it was last night. And went to dinner with him, had a couple of drinks. English guy, well studied. In fact, he told me about a book called The Last Republican that I need to read. The Last Republican. Nonetheless, he's an English guy living in America, securities, intelligence kind of cat, and does a lot of work with celebrities and taking care of their security and, super, super, super important people. And he had no idea what I do on Sundays. And I started talking about, I just assumed he knew. He's like, what are you talking about? We've played cards together. I met him in a card table. And a lovely guy. And in fact, I want to share this with you because I think it's something we can learn from other continents, other countries, other cultures. This man I've only known, uh, for, call it 12 weeks, call it 4 months. Um, I throw card games at my house every 3 or 4 weeks. Every time he has shown up at my home, he brings something. He brings a $25 bottle of whiskey. He brings just a little something. Not bullshit, not a bag of candy. He brings like it's a thing, right? I mean, that's probably a 250 bottle, $400 bottle of whiskey. Um, One is he does it consistently. Once he brought me a book. I couldn't believe it, man. He knew I like to read, and he had this rare book, and he brought it to me. I need to find out what that is actually. Um, anyway, why do I say that? Because um, it actually woke me up to just the the action of meeting another human being and taking the time to bring something to them. I know a woman does the same thing. Almost every time I see her, she brings me a little gift, just a little something. Hey, I was thinking about you here. And it's usually something that's really meaningful to me. It's not, now, that's two people out of almost everyone I know. That's an act of kindness, and it's an act of courtesy, and it's an act of what's the word I'm looking for? Class. That's the word I'm looking for. America has, if it ever had, has lost its class. Really. I don't think anyone can disagree with America is a classless society. We have no class. How disappointing. The greatest nation in the history of mankind, as far as warfare goes, dominance, control, and our class is more like trash. That is repulsive. Repulsive, man. That we can't say we're not a classy nation. I am a classy guy. I have manners. I have respect for others. I present myself as a classy human being, if for no other reason to honor my parents. If for no other reason I behave properly in public and around other people in respect of my parents, please. I don't need to be liked. I need to behave the way my parents wanted me to behave. And if you didn't have parents that taught you how to behave properly, it's okay to go to a manners class. Okay. There are people that actually teach eloquence and teach respect and teach how you're classy and you act and behave properly. You know, if I was running a damn church right now, I think I'd make people just, hey, get on your knees, and you can get off your knees after you've discovered all the poor things you've done this week. Just go through a damn inventory of all the shit you've done this week that was suboptimal, poorly done, poorly executed. You didn't really put any consideration behind it. You weren't into it. You did it with anger. Just sit on your knees. See how long your knees sit there. I mean, look, this is going to be a weird Sunday, okay? But it might be a great Sunday. It's either going to be the best Sunday we do or the worst Sunday. I'm going to ask you to reach out to other people that you like, you don't like. I don't charge anything for this. I will continue to remind people I make no money from doing this. I don't sell T-shirts. I may start selling this T-shirt. Who loves this T-shirt? Huh? My man Jeremy Alseed made this shirt. Jeremy, I just have. Can you have your girl, dude? I'm just so disorganized. Can you have your girl contact me? I'll buy 100 of these from you. Smalls, mediums, large, whatever. 30 of each, 40, whatever. Send me a bill. Let's roll, man. My daughter was like, "Oh, these are soft, man." In fact, make some small ones too. Just give me like, I don't know, 25 smalls, girls, boys, whatever. Send me a bill, man. Let's roll. And then if you guys like this, I don't know that I like this. Cardone Digital Ventures, it's meaningless. Just maybe do the one of one or GTC. I don't know. I'm seriously trying to keep my ego out of this. Okay. I don't know what my ego needs to be. One of one's fine. Why do I got to put my CDV on it? It's funny. My mind gets in it. Well, I should trademark it. Why do I need to trademark? Everybody could use one of one. Why do I need to have it? It's 3 words. How can I trademark word? One of one. Let's just all be one of one, man. You are a one of one, dude. Okay. Bitcoin Library, Brenda, ND, Doc, Bitcoin Library, Gary Cardone, my sister, Keeper, my daughter, Allie, my daughter, Mia, okay, Doc, Network Access. That's the guy I met. I had lunch with him. Laos, lovely man. I had lunch with a guy on Thursday. Lovely man. Drove all the way from Jacksonville. I think that's his company, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. And he's supporting Mike Mack and some other guys doing some. He's forming a radio, TV, newspaper kind of a media company. He came to my home 2 years ago, and I said, "Why did you come here?" He said, "I saw what you were doing on IM and I like it on Sundays." I'm like, "Wow, man, that's weird." And then this week, I couldn't remember why I said yes to him for lunch, but anyway, I said, "Hey, yeah, come see me." And I meet a lot of people, and sometimes I forget who they are. And anyway, I show up for lunch. I immediately realize who he is, and didn't realize he drove so far. And I said, "Hey, what are we meeting for?" Because like we went into an hour, and I'm like, I didn't know what his agenda was. And he said, "Hey, I'm just here to I really love what you're doing on Sunday." And my son's showing up, and he's 22, and he liked it. And wow. Okay. Now I hear this once a week, and I'm like, okay, that's all I need to hear once a week. Once a week from somebody says, "Hey, Gary, the Sunday thing is a deal. It's a deal. It's a real deal." You know what this man said to me? Because he said, "Hey, tell me about the numbers. Like, what are you seeing?" I'm like, "Dude, there's 1,000 people. In 20 minutes, there's 1,000 people in church on Sunday. Right now, there's 1,052 people. By the time we're done, there's going to be 3,000 or 4,000 people here." Now, I don't know how many people watch the whole session. I think you should watch the whole session because this is a whole session. This is not a one-liner from me. What he didn't know, and he'd never seen it before, hopefully he's watching today, Lyndon. Hopefully you're there. In fact, let me send Lyndon the link just so he can see how this is done live. I guess this is on Twitter, right? I'm not looking at anything. Tell you what, man. Tell you what, I am. I may be. In one of the most peculiar positions I have ever been in my entire life. Really, I don't. got to be a little careful. I'll start getting all teary-eyed. Uh, I don't. I'm deeply worried about where we're at in this world. I'm actually deeply worried about where I am in the world. Um, See, I know what I know, and it's very little. I mean, when I really think, hey, Gary, what do you know is for sure? Okay. It's a good question to ask yourself, especially for you people that are always so convinced you know everything. I'm older than most people listening to this, and I can tell you that every day that goes by, I think I know less than I thought I knew. And the more that I think and ask this question of what do I know, I realize how much I really don't know. I think I know, but I really don't know. And then lastly, what is it I don't even know? And I don't even have the right questions to ask. And I think many times that is where we're at. We're not even asking the right questions. Our entire basis may be so myopic. Beautiful word, in my opinion. Hey, by the way, for you guys that don't, I knew this was going to be a weird day. I, I just want to do something. I use, I have read a lot, and I have a uh, I have a reasonable vocabulary. Um, Most definitely better than say maybe 85% of the people in the world. Um, Myopic means short-sighted, nearsighted, blind as a bat. These are similar words, right? What does it mean if someone is myopic? They are nearsighted, having difficulty seeing distant objects clearly, or they have a short-sighted perspective and tend to focus on immediate and narrow interest. Now, this is not necessarily visual. This is a thought, a thesis, right? Lacking foresight into the future consequences or broader implications. Myopic, nearsightedness. It is a medical term for sight, okay? Myopia. So the figurative definition beyond the eye part of it is described as a way of thinking or behaving that is focused on short-term results or immediate needs without considering future consequences. Myopic. Politician, this is an example of a politician who focuses on pleasing voters in the present, ignoring long-term national debt, is acting myopically. Okay. So why did I just do that? Because it's not fair for me to use words that I think, oh, wow, does everybody understand what I'm saying? Okay. So myopic, great word. Um, for anyone, 18, 88, 38, 48, learn a new word every day, man. It's so much fun to do. There's little things you can, word of the day, learn a new word, use it 3 times a day, put it in your vocabulary, your vernacular, and amazing. You get to talk to a bunch more people, and you get to have communication that allows you to color and describe and articulate the image you're trying to create when you're communicating with someone, as I'm trying to do right now. And what is it that I'm trying to communicate? When I come on here, this is the thing I was telling Lyndon, and that's when it really shocked him. I come here as a brush, as a paintbrush, as a tool. I ask God, whatever that word means, by the way. For you that maybe you're new here. I don't use religious words. I'm not interested in dogma. I'm ignorant in all phases of religion, Christianity, and anything else that you want to give it a name for. I have no clue. Um, I will say that I think I know. Remember, I said I know what I know. I think I have to put the comma there. And am I sure? Because unless I see it in front of my eyes and understand why it's happening, I cannot guarantee that I know. I do know what I don't know, and it's far greater than what I know. And then the question is, hey, what don't I know so deeply that I don't even know the questions to ask? The not knowing, the lies. The not knowing is because either it's unknown or it's been discovered and it's been recovered, like hidden. I most certainly believe that part of our history as humans is not correct. Okay, I there's just too many disconnections. There's too many wars, there's too many arguments, there's too many fights, there's too many people killing other people for nothing, for no reason. There's way too much energy and drama. And like anytime you see drama in a family, or drama between other people, what do we know? We know there's a lie between these two people. There's probably a third party somewhere stirring the pot. Someone did something, they're not taking responsibility. That lie sticks there and it never gets fixed because no one ever goes back and says, look, Gary stole money from Bob. Bob retaliated. Gary never took responsibility for stealing, and Bob never took responsibility for the retaliation. Gary needs to pay Bob back, and Bob needs to probably do whatever he did if he overdid for the retaliation. I stole from you, man. I'm sorry, dude. Here's the money back. Here's the interest back. I made a mistake. I went into some kind of psychotic human breakdown for 12 seconds of my life. I'm sorry. And you make it up. We don't do that, okay? Brothers and sisters fight over some dumb thing, and they dig in, and it's Katie bar the door, dude. 40 years of hate and disgust. Guy marries a girl, girl doesn't like him, girl doesn't like anybody in the family, and the guy walks away from his entire family. Wow. Wow. Happens all the time. Just wrote down the words betrayal is a sin. And I'm thinking here, I'm like, you know what? It's also a sin to hold on to those who have betrayed you. The longer I live, I'm going to say this, and it's going to probably come back to haunt me. I do not want anyone to feel sorry for me over this comment. I think the comment will shock many, many people because my persona appears to be different. But as I grow older, this is really staggering to me, actually. I would never, ever in my entire life thought I would say this. But as I have gotten older And I think if you live a somewhat full life, you will have had many, many experiences. I've met many, 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 many people. But as I get older, I have less friends. I mean, way less friends, way less interactions with human beings, and exponentially less impressive quality experiences with human beings. It's almost like over time, the experience with another human being for me has degraded over time, and I don't understand that. I do not understand that. On scale, I can have lots of relationships with lots of people. I can probably get followers and get people to love me and people to hate me and write a book and do this and do that. But how many friends do I have? I'm talking about people that value me as a human being. Go, I'm devoting time to this man. I don't want anything from him. I don't need to suck the life out of him. I just want to hang in his space, man. I like the guy. I'm telling you, it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Or I'm just waking up and realizing, hey, it's been like this almost forever. But most of the interactions before weren't really deep. I was settling for these relationships. It was filling a little gap. And then when the gap's gone, when the kids are gone, when the divorce happens, then you look around and you go, whoa, what just happened, dude? Now maybe the marriage and the divorce and the businesses kind of ripped out a bunch of relationships. But let me say one other thing, to be fair, because I've never been someone that has like 37,000 friends. Okay, I ain't that guy. I'm a guy that pisses people off. I'm not going to sit here and act like a dick just to be liked. So I've never been that guy, and I'm probably not easy to have a relationship with. I'm not. I'm probably not. Hell, I don't even know if I like people sometimes. Okay. I don't even know if I like myself sometimes. See, I mean, like you really start thinking about it, right? I am going somewhere here. Okay, folks, I am going somewhere here. And I do think this will be a good Sunday. And I'd ask you to go grab your coffee. Say a prayer for me. You know what? I would love you guys to say, hey, God, universe, Awa, whoever you communicate to, send me monster energy. Okay. I believe I was put on this planet for something spectacular. I do. I have always believed I was put on this planet to do something spectacular, not for me, not for my daddy, not for the glory of a billboard. I don't really give a fuck. Drives me crazy, these people that want all this attention. It doesn't drive me crazy. I don't understand it. But I believe I was put on this planet to do something exceptional. Also think there's like 1,000 million people out there that also were put on this planet to do something exceptional. I don't know what it is. I know this isn't the easiest thing to do. And my friend who was making the comment about what I'm doing, he said, Gary, this is the man that's in the network business. He said, there isn't anyone on planet Earth that's doing what you're doing. And that really hit me. See, he picked up instantly. I really need to spend some time with this man. This is a good man, okay? He's very observant. And I hope you're here listening to me with your son, because I really, really enjoyed and appreciate. I'm not going to embarrass you by mentioning your name, but I really appreciated and enjoyed having lunch with you, and that you would travel to come see me, and for that reason. And you weren't looking for anything. I mean, maybe you were. Maybe you're playing a long game. I don't. It's cool that people want to do something with me, or coordinate, or collaborate, or see, that's not the problem. The agenda isn't always the problem. It's whether the agenda has real quality meaning behind it, good purpose. But when he said to me, you're doing something no other human being's doing. And what was that? I am sharing my life of doing I am with you. Okay. I am at a particular point in my life that I need to do this, or I'm going to actually get lost. I'm going to become nothing. Okay. I'm going to lose my way, because a guy like me needs to have a compass. I need some direction. I need to ask the magnet of the universe, bro, kind of, give me my frequency. What direction am I supposed to go in? What direction am I supposed to go in? What direction are you supposed to go in? Give me direction. Point me in the right place. See you, honey. Love you. Sorry, guys. Daughter's leaving. Hey, while my dogs are barking, I have a 18-year-old daughter. She's getting ready to go travel all over the world. Anyone that knows about doctors, vaccines, she's being told that she is just a break for the dogs, okay? She is being told that she needs to get meningitis, tetanus, HPV, second dose, rabies, pre-exposure, typhoid fever, yellow fever, chloria, malaria, oral non-injection, and Japanese encephalitis. If anybody knows, I mean, really knows, either a doctor, Robert Malone. Oh, wow. I was with Malone at the Bitcoin conference and didn't introduce myself. Anyone that could just help me hook up with somebody that knows about that stuff. I've got a local doctor, and he's like, man, this is so hard for me to recommend. He was very against the COVID stuff. So anyway, I need to know by Monday. So anybody could reach out, just hook me up with anyone. I'm happy to pay them. Okay, so back to where we were. See the beauty now. Look at the beauty of this. Okay, I do some good. I come here. I try to help people. And like Lyndon said, excuse me, my buddy on Thursday said, he said, nobody's doing this. It gives other businessmen and other accomplished people a example of, like, nobody. What's the worst that's going to happen to me for doing this? I am basically going through what I believe are the two most important words in the universe. I'm been doing this my whole life. I reach a stage in my life where at 50 years old, I made a mistake, got a woman pregnant, do the right thing, get married to her, then do the wrong thing, create a business, I then create a business with her. It explodes, which I knew. I'm like, man, I shouldn't be doing this because she's never been hanging out with me, and I'm gonna drown her in deals. And sure enough, she gets drowned. Then, the business becomes the marriage, and nothing else really matters. And accolades and trophies, and 12, 15, 20 years go by. Gary's now 60, wakes up and goes, oh, wow, I don't really enjoy the business. I don't enjoy her. I've never enjoyed her. This is not working. She doesn't enjoy me. And I wake up 12 years later going, wow, I learned so much through that experience. And one of the things I learned through that experience is I now know why so many men walk away from some of these families. Had I not been extremely wealthy, and well, maybe not extremely, I was not extremely, but had I not been wealthy and extremely smart in business, and also been one hard motherfucker to deal with, like I am a tough guy. When you start taking shit from me, um, I'm not a fighter. I don't want to hurt anyone. I take nothing from anyone, but when you start jacking with me, I mean, you can do it around the edges. Like there's so many people that take advantage of me. $200 here, $200 there. I'm not going to argue with you, dude. Okay, you want the $200? Take it. You'll never get another 200 from me, though. I'm not even here's the 200. It's such worthless. 2,000 here, have it. If you're hustling over $2,000, dude, I'll give it to you all day long. It won't last you very long. Most certainly is not the problem. Okay, so where am I? I am Gary Cardone. See, I get lost. I just got lost here because I am literally all over the place. I'm angry, really angry right now. But when I get lost, I go, oh, okay, okay. I am Gary Cardone. Settle down, bro. I'm Gary Cardone. It's Sunday. It's 11:13. Oh, been going 43 minutes already. I would most certainly go get a cup of coffee because I got Charlie Kirk to talk about. I have Candace, whatever her name is, to talk about. I have the Israelis to talk about. I have every podcaster on the planet to talk about, from PBD to whoever is planning on making themselves both a whore of Israel and a whore of any other political force that's just going to slam you. You guys, look, 1,700 people, you're getting ready to discover how many prostitutes have cameras in front of their faces. How many prostitutes? I'm going to grab a cup of coffee because now I'm getting pissed. How many prostitutes, scumballs, okay, people that are just trying to fucking sell you t-shirts are getting ready to exploit this whole thing, this whole political thing, and they're going to be working for organized activities to make you think that you live in a world that's not really the world we live in. I can tell you 1 second. I've seen behavior. I've seen behavior from camera people this week that it's disgusting. I think, the people that are going to do this journey, I think you need to get comfortable with it. It's going to be a lonely journey. Okay. There's not very many people that are going to do this. Okay. Most people are going to do, I am a billionaire. I am a multimillionaire. I am a Bentley owner. I have a great girlfriend. I own 8 million Bitcoin. I'm the biggest real estate guy on the planet. I'm the biggest owner of IBM stock. I'm a CEO of this. I've got a dick bigger than Dallas. I've got all these women on freaking X showing me their bikinis in the morning. You're not that, dude. I don't need to see your tits. I don't need to see how beautiful you are. I don't need to see people bending over in sharks picking corn. It's bullshit, man. You guys are more than that. I had a guy the other day. I was in my swimming pool with my dogs, and I had a T-shirt on. And a man said, "Hey, bro, why do you have a T-shirt on? You worried about your old man tits?" I had a T-shirt on because I couldn't get it off. You idiot! I was sweating like a dog. If you guys aren't worried about what the fuck's going on in this country, you should be. Okay? You should be. And it starts with you. It starts with me, man. Okay? And all I have to do is one thing. Am I authentic? Are you authentic? Brandon Grant, let's effing go. Gary, let's do it, dude. I am Gary Cardone. Someone made me. Okay? I showed up here in 1958. So far, I haven't killed myself. So far, no one else has killed me. I haven't gone bankrupt. I haven't gone to jail that anyone knows about. I've not hurt anyone. I mean, I've probably caused some damage to my children. My ex-wife probably hates my guts. My two prior wives, they think I'm totally cool. I mean, you'll have to ask them. Annie Cardone, she lives in England, and Janice Clark, she lives in Colorado, ex-Enron. Dozens of girlfriends, man. One night stands, 2 night stands, 40 night stands, whatever. Okay. I'm not ashamed of any of that. Like, I liked all these people. I had experiences with all these people. Maybe not been the perfect or right people for me. I'm flawed in that way. Okay. I am flawed in picking partners. Fuck, I'm flawed in doing everything, quite frankly, because I'm guessing. Just like you're guessing. How can we not guess if we have no reality? If we have no true reality on where we came from, what our basis is, or what, in fact, the truth of our history is. I was reading something yesterday. I'm looking for a Bible, by the way. I don't care what I pay for the Bible. I'm looking for a very, very old Bible before it was mutilated, before it was mutated, erased, revised, and amended by human skank. Okay, human beings who either consciously or unconsciously missed a comma, missed a period, missed a word, tweaked a word, maybe accidentally erased some words. Shit, man. What's the possibility of us being more confused than we were 10,000 years ago when we were in caves? Could it be? Could it be we could be more confused today in America than in the 1600s or the 1500s when the Indians were hanging out? Tell you something else I'm looking for, okay? Besides somebody that can help me with this vaccine thing, anyone that's done an extreme adventure with true spiritual guides, DM me. I don't need to hear about all the ayahuasca, all those journeys and stuff. You know, I'm not opposed to any of that. Okay, like I think there's some value to some of these medicines, plants. I thought the other day, and these periods of me being discombobulated, and I think what I didn't understand when I started doing this, and of course, I didn't really overthink this. I was commanded to come do this. I, I got to say, every time I say that, and I said it to my friend the other night, my friend Lyndon, uh, I think people are going to look at me and go, bro, you're just like, are you saying like you're hearing voices or are you going crazy? And I am not going crazy. But I was told to show up here on Sundays and do this. I'm sorry I have to say this, and I'm sure that you guys, some of you guys, are going to go, dude, seriously, the guy's crazy. I am being told to show up on Sundays at 10:30 and to communicate a message, to not prepare for the message, to come here and speak out of my heart with no pre-scheduled, scripted agenda, and to speak honestly from here. And let me tell you something. Every time I have this thing, anytime I get a message from right here, I will not defy it. It would be as if I am defying God Himself. This is where God speaks to me right here. And I keep using the word God. I hate using the word God. I think it's been extremely abused, misused, misappropriated, tainted in so many ways. So this universal whatever, but it ain't me and it ain't you. This is my message, and if this is all I need to follow, it's cool. Okay, I'm here. I'm not gonna not be here. I hope you're here. I hope you're. I was gonna say I hope you're being entertained, but I actually hope you're. I hope you're getting actually a little nervous. Okay, I hope you're getting a little like shit, man. See what you should be doing. I'm worth a shitload of money, okay? And I'm telling you, I do not have this figured out. I'll tell you something else. I've just lost a shitload of money. I mean, humongous amounts of money. The amount of money that would take care of 1,000 families or more forever. And one, I don't really care. Now, it may be that I don't care because I still have enough. Or it may just be I don't care because I never really have cared about money. I mean, I love the way I live. Don't get me wrong, but I can be happy a lot of places. So what we know is that okay, money's not the solution. Anyone that tells you that Jeff Bezos is Mr. Happy Jappy just because he's got all that money, he's no happier than me. I promise you, okay, money is not the solution. It may it may be the little thing that gets in your way and distracts you, but it is not the problem and it is not the solution. I'm thinking of a particular group of people actually that I know that I like. They're all quite much younger than me. And I'm telling you guys, you are being hoodwinked. You're focused on the wrong problem. Money is not the problem, it is your passion. It is your passion that is your greatest treasure. It is all the money you need in your life is your passion. And to find your passion is like the great treasure, man. It's the holy grail, okay? Everybody's looking for this gift outside themselves. Find the holy grail inside of self. My holy grail is I'm terrified to say it. I am. And I think this is what happens. I think people oftentimes get very, very, very close to what their holy grail is, what it is they're here for, but they can't get it out. It's hard for me to tell you because as soon as I communicated, that you can't take that back. Okay. You cannot take back big comments. I'm just sitting here, man. My mind's just because I know if I say this out loud, I cannot take it back. It's very interesting. Love people to just think about how many times have you been close to the truth and you refuse to articulate it. See, my view is that once someone has a picture in their mind, and this is the way I think. I think in pictures. It's so easy for me to imagine a picture, and what happens is that when I imagine the picture, of course, the picture, there aren't words. It's actually has depth. It has content, depth, colors, some ether, some substance, some spirit. Maybe that's the word. It has some character or feeling or something other than a physical. And so that image for me becomes so real that because it's not words, I know that it happens. I mean, it becomes the I am. Think of what I'm saying here, okay? I am literally telling you I am scared to communicate something because by communicating it and me putting it out in the universe, far greater than on a piece of paper. But when I put something on a piece of paper, holy grail, question mark, what is that? I always show you guys this because I don't think people really look. I make a lot of notes, man. And you may go, oh, wow, that wasn't very many notes. It's authenticity, command, passion, we just talked about. And then the passion leads to the Holy Grail, my Holy Grail. And then I've got all these circles that I just keep circling over and over and over again. Why do I keep circling it over and over and over and over and over again? There isn't anywhere else for me to go, dude. I've ended. What does this look like? A period. Okay? Holy Grail. Period. Hey, it's a dot, dude. I keep going. Holy Grail. What else is there? Holy Grail. Period. What is the Holy Grail, man? It's my passion. My passion to do the right thing. Okay. That's the damn Holy Grail. The right thing to do is the right thing to do. Remember? Look, I learned that in this, whatever we're doing together here. I learned it, I don't know, 14 weeks ago. I didn't learn it from myself. I learned it through whoever, whatever is communicating through me, man. Now, you can think that's weird, but I'm telling you, I am not scripted here. So, passion, what is the passion for? What is the passion for? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Do you know? What is your passion? I'm pretty sure most people are going to go, I have no idea. No idea. Who doesn't know, man? Those that don't know are probably people that have never asked themselves, hey, what am I most passionate about? It's a completely, perfectly great question for yourself or your son, your daughter, your wife, your girlfriend. Hey, am I passionate about, man? I am passionate about pick. Makes answer it. I am passionate about watching Gary Cardone on Sundays. Let's do better than that. Okay. I listen to Gary Cardone on Sundays so that I can get in touch with who I am. Okay, cool, dude. Okay, that's awesome. Use some teachers, some instructors. I am honored. Okay. I am honored if me going through this personally, helps you to do this, that is why I am here. Okay. So you don't really think I'm going to get off the Holy Grail thing yet, right? I haven't like done so many like little sideways things that I've confused you guys. So what is my Holy Grail? Okay. What is this thing that I am so scared to say? So scared to say. A lady called me up Thursday who I thought I'd emailed. Maybe I didn't email them properly. I probably didn't. Probably some subconscious thing that I never even sent the email. But I was invited to go to a big, one of these big events, bunch of rich people, families talking about real estate and Bitcoin. And I originally I had committed to doing it about 3 months ago. And then I found, I got some people to go to and speak at it. And the more I started thinking about it, the more I'm like, why am I going to this event? Why am I going to this event in Connecticut? Why am I taking out 2 days of my life from either my kids or myself? Maybe even my deeper understanding of myself and what I can do and who I can be. And I started asking myself, I said, who am I going to see there? I'm going to see a bunch of rich people. Okay. I think I know most of these people now, and they're going to tell me about their trip in Monaco and their trip in the Med and their trip this year, and they're going to Switzerland. And I don't give a fuck. I could care less about all this stuff, man. It's so boring. The only reason for me to go to these things is to believe that I remain relevant in a world that I care very little about, quite frankly. I've been in 6 businesses. I get maybe 6 phone calls every 3 years from those businesses of all the people. 6 in 3 years, okay? It's business. It's not life. I look around and go, "How many great friends do I have?" Very few. Why? It's all my fault, okay? My life has been insane. I'm probably not an easy person to be a friend to. I'm extremely particular, and I think most people are pretty minimal people. I mean, they are. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in this fucking place, man. We have a country, the greatest country in the world, and we hate each other. We don't agree with each other. I walk into a grocery store, buy $500 worth of groceries, and the guy that's buying $10 worth hates my guts. Guy shows up to do my lawn. He gets paid $1,000 a week. He leaves trash in my yard. I know he hates my guts. People used to not do that, dude. Pay somebody $1,000, they clean the damn yard. Okay, people are angry. These are telltale signs. These are not mistakes. These are not just a bunch of subconscious idiots, okay? They're leaving trash in the yard because they hate me. They hate their lives. They hate their life. They hate the world they live in. That's so sad. That's so sad, man. If these men went out of their way to do just perfection, they would get paid so much better because I would be so grateful to them. I'd be like, "Oh, wow, I love you guys, dude." But if you think I'm going out of my way for mediocre, now the truth is I should go out of my way for mediocre. What I should do is correct it and then keep trying to upgrade it. The problem is I can't do all this. Okay? It'll wear me down. And I think that's a lot of what's happening. I've tried to hire people just, hey, keep all this shit off my plate so I can focus on helping people. But I get tired of it, man. We don't have enough people, man. We are outnumbered so badly. There's 2,500 people in here. There should be 25,000 people in this room right now, man. What are you guys doing? All going to the beach? It's 2 hours a week. Let's do some math. 52 weeks in a year, 2 hours a week, 104 hours. 104 hours divided by 8,760 is less than 1% of your entire life. Do you understand what I'm saying? 104 hours. That is 2 hours a week. Looking at I am. Who am I? Is my son thinking about who he is or how to do 2.2 plus 2.2? Who cares what 2.2 plus 2.2 is? Who am I? Why am I here? Where are my skills, my natural skills? Okay. I have a DNA strand unlike anyone else's. What's it here for? What am I here for? I'm a tough motherfucker, okay? How can I become tougher and nicer and better? You know the way I do it? I do it because people like you go, keep doing it, dude. You're doing the right thing. Thank you. I needed somebody like you. I needed a teacher like you. I needed an example. I look around and go, where the hell are our heroes, man? Where are they? It ain't Kanye for me, okay? Kanye does nothing for me. It is not Bill Gates. It is not Larry Ellison and all his money and his pretty face. It's not Elon Musk, dude. Where are the heroes? I actually think Elon is a hero, okay? And I'm not saying some of these people aren't heroes, but they're not the right kind of heroes. I don't even know if our religious heroes are our heroes anymore. I'm starting to believe our religious heroes are freaking our enemies. And by the way, okay, if you think I'm jacked up right now, I'm predicting that things are getting ready to get extremely difficult. Okay, like really, 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 really difficult. Like the entire planet is getting ready to have to face a new reality. Okay, a new reality, or the reality that we have never been told the truth about what and who we are and what we are doing on this planet. I think that's coming. I think it's coming because it's the only thing that makes any sense, man. It's the only thing that makes any sense here is that we have a literal false baseline by which human beings have been constructed. And that explains why we're always in total drama, confusion, war, hate, division, disgust, disgrace, disrespect. I see roaches behaving better than we do. Zero heroes, man. So, shall we get back to the Holy Grail that Gary's so scared of? Or have you've completely forgotten about that? Once I say something, there is no taking it back, okay? I think actually, if you guys start thinking about what you say to yourself, if these affirmations work, okay? Now you can call them affirmations. I don't really call them affirmations. I just call the damn thing I am. Top secret, dude. This is a top secret super fucking cycle. Cost me nothing. I am a super freaking hero. Okay. I am infinite. I am the most powerful energy known to man. I am invincible. I am infinite. My message is strong. I am capable, articulate, and a powerful son of a bitch. I am proud and respectful. I own my power. I am terrified to do what I should do. I am. I'm telling you, I am terrified to do what I should be doing in my life, and I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because I'm terrified to do it. I'm scared of what other people will say. Kinda, not really, because I don't really care, but I am scared. Scared's the wrong word. Nervous. I told this lady in Greenwich, I'm like, hey, I'm not coming to this thing, dude. Get me out of the deal. I don't want to do it. I have no value there. By value, I have value to them, but I don't need to educate a bunch of rich people. I don't. I don't need to shake a bunch of rich people's hands. These people are very, very, very confused people, okay? All they're going to tell me about is how many Grand Prix they went to. And they're nice people, okay? But like right now in 2025, one, I don't need to make any more money, okay? Me making more money, what? I'm better. I made $3 million last week. Um, I'm sorry, like I don't really know, and I just say that for like I've been doing this my whole life. Okay, so like I got it. I got it figured out. It's not that hard. You know what's hard? Finding fucking high quality people that you want to spend time with. Wouldn't it be cool to have men that you could go out with that were so secure and strong that we're able to play games, have fun, coordinate things, be with families? Right. Be great. These are the things that I am fighting right now, okay? The holy grail for me is that I should disconnect myself from almost all business activities whatsoever. This is so hard for me because I've been nothing but a businessman my whole life. I've been an awesome assassin. I mean, just an absolute monster. For my background and this accent, like my family did well. Now, however, this is really, really hard for me, guys. I don't mean to be emotional, but it is very, very difficult because I've worn this. Sorry, I have worn this battle dress for 67 years with honor. I mean, honor. With honor and with power. I learned over 15 years, and I share this with the younger people, really. The older people will understand what I'm talking about, but for younger people, okay? When you're doing something and you want to do it correctly, well, I said that wrong. Greatest job a young person can do is find out what it is that you can do and that you're so passionate about it that your passion out overwhelms anyone else's IQ, energy, capability, whatever. The problem is people that get too passionate don't know how to pitch the deal. You got to learn how to take that passion and really refine it and become really, really smart. This is why I believe in doing one thing and one thing and one thing and one thing and doing it better than anyone else. It is a freaking super trick. I don't care if it's digging a damn hole in the ground, man. If you become brilliant at it, you'll always be the first to ask for the job. If you show up with passion and excitement and a can do attitude, sir, I will make this happen. No greater honor, no greater honor for me than a man or a woman who I respect to say, I have a job for you and I expect this job to be done. This is what the results need to be. And then they look at me and say, go do it. They don't tell me how to do it. They don't tell me when to do it. Well, I know what the when is, and they let me loose. They picked me as the soldier. Sorry, guys. Had a little breakdown there. So I know a couple of interruptions, but so let's get back to the Holy Grail that I get all jacked up about. I've seriously considered stepping back from doing this, stepping back from all social media, and turning off all my businesses. And the reason for that the one thing I have never done in my life, and I see a lot of comments, hey, you're allowed to do this. Oh, I know I'm allowed to do it. I'm terrified to do it. This would not be a passion thing for me. Okay. This is not like what I want to do. See, I like all the noise. I like the busyness. I like the game. The problem is I may like the game, but the game is serving very little. I know everybody I need to know now. I don't. It's not like I know everyone, but I don't need to go and meet Donald Trump or David Sachs or Prime Minister Netanyahu. I could care less about any of these people. They're not going to help me. I mean, they may get me rich. They may ask me to do them a favor. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be their little bitch for the rest of my life. And that's not going to happen. I can honestly say I will never give another penny to another politician ever in my life. And it's not because the politician's bad, it's because the whole process is bad. Furthermore, I would like to say, while I'm being political, that Republicans and Democrats are both criminals. They're both evil. There is no difference. I am not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I am not even an independent. I am an American human being. I happen to be born in America. I am grateful. However, I am a human being and I have human rights. And the best thing I can do for the rest of my life is to stand up and start speaking the truth about the world we live in, which is a complete and utter lie. It's total bullshit. That's the best thing I can do. Disconnect from everything, probably write 6 or 7 books, get extremely disciplined, which I'm not. I'm a highly undisciplined human being right now. I'm very confused in my life, man. I'm telling you, I'm very, very confused in my life. I am not psychopathic. I'm not schizophrenic. I'm not suicidal, but I am shattered. Absolutely shattered by what I see in this world. I see lies everywhere. Noise everywhere. The noise, the frequency of the noise. It is there to distract you. All this noise, one drama after another, doesn't stop. The moment COVID ended in 2024 when they said, okay, hey, everything's cool. 12 hours later, Ukraine pops up. I'm just going to start judging all politicians as prostitutes. If you've been in office more than 4 years, you are now officially a prostitute. I don't know. I think at this point, you're going to have to prove that you're not a prostitute if you're a politician. 4-year politician, I think you're on somebody's payroll. 8 years, maybe. Look, all I got to do is look at the results. They're shit. You're failing. I don't trust you anymore. I don't trust any of you anymore. The reason the elite, Tommy, are milking us dry is because we stopped talking, my friend. We stopped fighting back. We stopped communicating. We got in line. We drank their Coca-Cola. We took their drugs. We binged on their TV, trash programming. We paid CNN for decades to have Anderson Cooper from the Vanderbilt family lie to us, and every other newscaster. Tracy Chapman wrote a song in the 70s or 80s and called it Talking About a Revolution. I'm going to get in so much trouble. We need a revolution, folks. Okay? The holy grail of what Gary Cardone's supposed to do is Gary Cardone's supposed to stand up with a spine. I don't know how long I'm supposed to be on this planet. Most of it at this point's pretty much just painful. Everything I have ever attempted to achieve in my life, if I did it with extreme focus, I did indeed accomplish it. Every goal I have ever attempted to do with extreme focus, I have accomplished. I believe that God or the universe or whatever gave every human being the ability. Once they focus, they will accomplish what they wanted to accomplish. Holy grail for me is to remain authentic. It is to remain passionate in what I believe in. It does not mean that you need to believe in it. It only means that I believe in it and I am willing to fight, surrender, contribute, and devote the time and energy and money necessary to represent what I think is right. And what we are seeing in the world today, you need to begin asking yourself a question. It's a question that I think I need to ask myself all the time is, hey, what do I believe that may not actually be real? Now, this is really, really hard for most people, okay? But if you're a Catholic, you should ask yourself, did I voluntarily become a member of the Catholic Church? And did I really understand fully as an adult what I was joining? If you are a Jewish person, which I must say I'm a little confused on Israel, Jews, and Jewish religion. I don't know, but if you're an Israelite and you are Jewish, did you sign up fully knowing what Jews Jewish religion believes in? And the same for Israel, and same for Palestine, the same for a Christian, and the same for the Baptists, and the same for the Presbyterians, and even the Scientologists, and even the New Agers. I don't really care what religion you're in, okay? I don't. I don't. I think religion as a concept is a great idea. I think spirituality and communing together, honoring the universe, the earth, the spirit, the air, the water, the fire that represents the little world we live in, our little matrix, that is awesome. And without something higher than just a bunch of human beings with IQs of 98, I think we are lost as a species, not to think of something bigger. However, it is beyond me, and it is my duty, but it is beyond me to understand this, but it is my duty to remind everyone, just because you were born into something does not make you a member of something. Not like a card-carrying member. Okay, I was born into a Sicilian and Italian families that were extremely connected to organized crime. I am not an organized crime member. Okay, I am an Italian and part Sicilian, and I know very little about my background, really, because I'm an American, and that's the way I was raised. What is the point I'm trying to make? Just because I have Italian blood does not mean that I am going to buy into the membership of the Cosa Nostra and work for the Roman Vatican and do whatever. Okay? For fuck's sake, man. Okay? I can't sit here and, hey, we need to go to war because someone burned a church down. By the way, that's going on all over the place. That's sad, okay? Why are people burning churches? This is no less or more of a church than any other church. Just doesn't have all the bells and the whistles, the stained glass, which I would love to do, man. That would be awesome. Big old building, stained glass, statues everywhere. The problem is, like, hey, you know what? Why don't we just talk about the living right now? If you're 18, 16, 20, 22, 24, 26 years old, and you have like a lot of energy, reach out to me, okay? If you have energy and you have focus, reach out to me. You people, okay, you youngsters need to get engaged, dude. Like I will champion the shit out of you guys if you get engaged. If there are people out there like me, imagine what I was like when I was 20. Okay. I was a little I didn't look like this. I didn't sound like this, but dude, if you could have tapped into me at 20, okay. Anyone in that age bracket, 20 to 40, okay, I'll take. Bring it, man. This is what I should be doing. I should be teaching, writing. I should get out of my own bloody, stupid, demented, weird ego. This inferiority complex that I seem to have, like, hey, why would I write a book? Who's going to read my book? But I don't see anybody writing these books, man. Just to help other people for no other reason, just to help other people. We get, look, if we get 40 or 50 people to find their way. 40 or 50 people like me, it wouldn't be a bad deal, okay? 40 or 50 Charlie Kirks would not be a bad deal. Now, you can say whatever you want to say about Charlie Kirk, but a couple of my friends went out and bashed him. I don't know the guy, okay? Didn't know the guy, didn't follow him, but two of my buddies bashed him. Were in the Middle East, and I was like, that's not the guy I remember, dude. And I went and did some research, and then both those gentlemen, by the way, to their credit, Solomon and Simon, both retracted what they'd said and said, oh, wow, the guy, actually, we did our research, the guy was legit. For a man to say, and I'll say it too, okay, black men are killing black men. Dude, white men are not killing black men. I don't see this happening, okay? It's sad. You guys don't. You know the problem with the blacks that they have no fathers, man. This isn't about guns and about people shooting each other. This is about parenting and schooling. Parenting and schooling. Okay? Just because you can fuck somebody does not mean you're a parent. We should be worried. Okay? We can sit here and have these little yappy jappy Sunday mornings and feel all good about it and go help somebody and be anonymous. But you know what? We are in trouble, folks. In trouble. And it's time that people actually wake up and realize we're in trouble. I see all of this time that is being wasted. I'm going to offend some people right now. But I would beg you people that are on Spaces and YouTube and all that, how much time are you wasting arguing over stuff that's not first principle? How much are you arguing over things that are not first principle? We're wasting time, okay? Playing little games, pretending to be productive. I'm not saying everyone, okay? And I think these platforms have become very, very, very useful. And some of us need to play with them a little bit, figure them out. I've been playing with it. I don't really understand it. But are we using them to the maximal of our capacity? Or are we using it to entertain ourselves? Or are we using it in lieu of reading facts and history and studying reality and questioning things and writing down, hey, what do I believe in? These spaces, I hear 8 people speaking for 3 hours. There's 800 people in the room. 792 should come up and ask questions at least. If this is merely another form of entertainment, like soap operas in the 70s and 80s, we will wake up and realize we've wasted weeks and years of our lives doing nothing but gossiping in a virtual school hall, just like junior high. No better, no worse, simply 20, 30 years later. That is a retrograde. Okay, that is not forward progress, folks. That is retrograde. That is going backwards. Gossip, teenage behavior. All you got to do is go on one of these spaces, okay, and you'll see it over and over and over again. If you look at it through that frame of reference, hey, is this adult or does this feel more like junior high? Is this adult or does this feel more like junior high? If you are 40 years old or 28 and you are learning from Spaces and YouTube, and you can't answer the question, oh, wow, is this beyond junior high? Or is this nothing more than a bunch of, oh, and by the way, the people that are communicating the most of those people, you have no validity as to who they are, or you have not been able to verify who they are and if their story is real, not real, partially fictional, or completely made up out of nowhere. And I've heard it, oh man, like you have to listen carefully, folks. Some of you know that I do some art, and I hide a lot of messages in my art for some reason. I think it's a funny little, well, it's a Garyism. I like hiding things. And one of the things that I find myself hiding in almost all my paintings is a word called listen. I don't know why I keep doing it. Okay. But it's like always there, man. Listen, listen, listen. And having dinner the other night with my intelligence friend, he made a comment to me. He said, "You're an excellent listener, dude." And I thought that was really astute for him to pick up because I am a very, very good listener. I actually listen and watch for anomalies in the communication. It is a real strength if you can learn how to listen. And it helps you to learn how to communicate much better also. The right thing to do is the right thing. I'm a funny cat, okay? You've heard me say this now, I think 3 times today. I've written it down twice. The right thing to do is the right thing. Now, why do I keep saying that? Sounds pretty boring, right? You know why I keep saying it? Why does everyone keep? I love to hear in the comments. Why do you think I keep saying this over and over? Right thing to do is the right thing to do. And who am I communicating it to? I do this. This is a super trick, man. The right thing to do is the right thing to do because it's the right thing to do. It's the truth. That's why I keep saying it. It's the bloody truth. So when I get uncomfortable, when I get like scared to tell somebody, hey, what am I actually supposed to be doing with my life? I'm 67 years old. I probably won't be here in 20 years. Okay. My postulate is that I die on April the 13th, 2056. Not sure I'll make it. Um, but 20 years, let's say I've got 20 years, what am I going to do? See, I had my first 20 and got through school, learned very little other than how to be respectful how to steal something, get caught, make uh, amends for it, how to experience a death of my dad, then a death of my brother, then a death of my other brother, my twin, who just got into drugs and dealing and doing stupid shit, wrote him off. Then the next 10 years, 20 to 30, hey, can I actually carry my own weight? Be interesting, write a book about phases of life, actually. Can I carry my weight? 20 to 30, I figure out, oh, wow, I can carry my weight, dude. Like I'm a beast. And then at 30, I was like, whoa, not only can I carry my weight, but I can lead others to carry a ton of weight, and I can create and build things. At 40, I realized, um, well, I can create almost anything I want, man. But it's not as much fun. Yeah, that's right. 30 years, 96, April 13th, I die. I hope it ain't pain though, dude. Like I need the medical world to come along really rapidly at this point. Because right now I'm on a cocktail of so many different bloody nootropics, anti-inflammatories. I mean, you can't keep taking all this shit forever. The right thing for me to do is the right thing. The right thing for you to do is the right thing. And I and you are the only ones that know what that is. And I am still terrified to tell you what I think I should do. But what I should do is that I should throw myself into a highly disciplined environment where I'm reading books 2 to 3 hours a day, and the rest of the time I'm writing or pontificating or not pontificating my message, okay? Like literally just being the brush. I actually think I have the capability of being an instrument of God. I don't know why I'm saying this. I am so sorry. I don't even mean to offend anyone. I do not feel in any way uh, capable or not capable, worthy to do this. I don't. I just keep being pushed to do nothing else. All of it is um, below my energy level right now. It's not productive. Again, apologies. I cannot believe I'm being a little baby here. But it's been a very, 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 very heavy month for me of thinking what's important here. What is important, and what am I doing? What is the agenda? What is the end goal here? If I leave this planet right now, I think I'll leave this planet in a shit show. Now, some of you guys are going to make a little of this and go, oh, you're all worried about everything. Everything works out. For you guys that say everything's working out, you're basically saying, hey, you're trusting everybody else and good luck to you, okay? I don't think that's working out well. If you look around at about 4 billion people, they're not finding it so easy. Look, I'm one of the richest people in the world, okay? Like I'm the top 1%. I'm telling you, no one's happy here. This is not cool. Okay, wealth and money and ACs, and it's not solving anything. We hate each other. We don't even like ourselves. How can we like our neighbor if we're disgusted with our own selves? I'm going to get a lot of grief. There's going to be some people who are going, dude, seriously, bro, you're over the top. You know what's over the top? My dogs are awesome. They do not have the ability to communicate like this or think like this. There's nothing they can do. They protect me. They don't judge me. My cats can't do it. My children can't do it. Charlie Kirk's dead. He can't do it. The people that are speaking up, they're going to P. Diddy parties. They're dressing up like girls. Men dressing up like girls. Dude, I don't really care what you do at your house. If you like it up the butt, I don't care, man. Whatever. But you don't have to smash it in public. How many churches do we have today? Does anybody know how many churches are going right now? There's 3,600 people in this church right now. Let's call it half of that because maybe YouTube cheats, maybe Spaces cheat. I don't even know if any of these numbers are right about anything. But this, me, okay, let's just talk about me. I have some capabilities and I can sit here and talk about Bitcoin, which I enjoy talking about. I think it's interesting, okay? I think as a good man, me having a shitload of Bitcoin is going to put me in a lot better position to be able to communicate without worrying about getting hurt than not. In fact, anybody that's hanging with me, anybody that wants to join my army, dude, I think we need an army. Now, you want to get me excited? Make me general of a freaking army, okay? Let's roll. Now, that would be fun. I should start an army, actually. Army of love and truth and fuck you. I'm not spending money with you if you fuck with me. Guys, I'm going to beg you to do one thing. I'm probably getting ready to get political. I'm probably getting ready to get very religious. Word. You got to stop spending money with the enemy. Look, Donald Trump's getting ready to introduce an idea that changes the way reporting is done financially for companies. We're either going to go to 6 months or 12-month reporting. And the reason they're going to do that is a form of mark-to-market accounting so they can remove the volatility from the marketplace. It's not really that complicated. That's getting ready to happen. And I'm telling you, the best thing you can do right now is to stop spending money with criminal companies. Pfizer, Moderna, UNH, these are criminal companies. Okay, their stocks are getting slaughtered. Stop spending money with them. Visa, MasterCard are dominant monopoly players. They have 72% of all the credit cards in the world, in the Western world. Okay, bad companies. They make 51 and 46% gross operating margins, and they take no risk. They suck the life out of you. Your banks are charging you 23% for any credit card delayed payments you have. Stop paying them. Okay. Consolidate your finances, cut your interest rates, stop fucking, if you need to, claim bankruptcy. Okay. Do not fuel the energy of the opponent. Netflix, I canceled. Amazon, I should cancel, but I can't. It's just too big for me. Any newspaper that is a criminal organization, cancel. If you don't like Uber because they're supported by Israel, don't use Uber. If Israel has a telephone, it has their devices in every little telephone. Let's make a new telephone. And I'm not picking on Israel, dude. Russians, Japanese, Koreans, Chinese, I don't really give a fuck. Okay? I actually don't think these countries are our problem. I don't, if I'm these countries, I have enough problems to deal with. I don't need to poke America in the eyeballs. This is our group of people, dude. These are our politicians, okay? All of them are criminals. We should exonerate, is that the right? Eviscerate every politician that's been in office for more than 4 years and start over, including all the administrators and the bureaucrats. Rip them out of the fucking office and start over. I was hoping Donald Trump had the balls, the guts, and the ability to execute on that strategy. It doesn't seem like he's going to be able to, because most of the people under him, including Kash Patel, seem to be extremely compromised. It's so disappointing. I'll tell you something right now. I think one of the greatest leaders we have in the world today is Mr. Putin. I don't see Putin doing any. I do not see Putin poking the bear. I see American State Department officials, CIA, their cutouts, poking the bear, poking the bear, poking the bear, poking the bear, poking the bear. Guys, we need to get angry. See, this is where I'm probably going to get in trouble. I'm going to say I am attempting to incite you into action. Laura, think about it, okay? Laura says, "Oh my God, Putin, he's KGB, the most skilled of poking the bear. He's evil." Laura, before we go there, okay, I would implore you to ask a couple of questions. I'm not picking you out, okay? First off, think about the motive. Why? What motive would he have? He has all the energy he needs. He has his reserves. He has a balance sheet. He's got his own currency. The only reason he's at war with us is we're not taking his warm water port from him. If he was my leader, I would be proud. I would feel safer in Moscow today than I do living in New York or Miami or LA. Frightening. In fact, if you don't believe me, let's grab, 2 or 3 other people on this site, have similar views or different views, and let's all go to Moscow together and let's go check it out. And I think you're going to find that they're living in peace and they're not worried and they're living prosperity. And many of them are living a happy, healthy life without being vaccinated with poisons and crime occurring all over the streets. I actually would suggest that Vladimir Putin is probably one of the great leaders on this planet today that is actually putting some fucking order back in. He's doing this. Stop it. And I think that's what I need to do. Stop. Knock it off. I don't care about business anymore. I don't care about the money anymore. What I care about is humanity, and we have lost our way, folks. Okay, to spend 2 hours a week, 52 weeks a year, 104 hours out of 8,760 hours, considering who we are as humanity, is abysmal. It is a bastardization and a disgusting vomiting on life. I mean, think about it, okay? Zero. We spend below 1% of our time considering who we are as assets. I spend 6 hours a day looking at finance shit. That's 18,000 hours a year, 20,000 hours a year. I mean, excuse me, it's not 20,000. It's 6 hours, 306. It's 18, 2,000 hours a year, man. Out of the 8,760. It's a quarter of my life I spend looking at money. Guess what? I made a lot of it. Guess what? If I spent 2,000 hours a year on I am and you are and we are, and let's build something, wow, but no, I didn't spend that much. See, I spent 2 hours times 52. Wow, I spent 104 hours this year. Yay! I spent 104 hours this year on me and my spirit and my beingness, and I spent 2,000 hours on money. I made a shitload of money this year. 3 years ago, I spent 0 hours on self. And I spent 8,760 hours on money and fighting a war with a human being. I have a new exercise for everyone. Break down where you spent your hours this year. Finance, education, self-education, your family education and health, money, spirit. How did you spend your life? How do you spend your life thinking, developing, producing, creating, envisaging, really like getting into it, painting it out? Oh, man, man, man. How can we listen to anyone else if we've never stopped to even listen to ourselves? Laura Q. Ask yourself this question. Who am I? Everyone, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people. Write down these words. Who am I? Who am I? Answer the question. Who am I? Then hey, by the way, who am I? That could go on for hours. It could go on for minutes. Who am I? Ask yourself this every day. Most certainly after that, who am I? You will be staggered at the answer or the lack of answer, quite frankly. Then, when you're done with that, what am I here for? What am I here for? Not where, not, no. Who am I? What am I here for? Where am I? I need to look around too. Where am I, man? Oh, wow. Desk, carpet, bathroom, St. Pete, Florida. Beautiful home. It's Sunday. I'm doing church. I'm doing I am church. This is the most important thing Gary does every week. I have elevated this up to great importance for me. I make $0 on this. This is awesome. I have done this now 3, 4 times in my life where I do things like this and I charge absolutely nothing for it. And it has been the most rewarding things I have ever done in my life. I have made more from this than all the millions and billions or whatever. The right thing to do is the right thing to do. And the right thing for me to do is not to go out and build more businesses and shake more hands and have more wines and talk some more derivatives and private equity and multiples and shit, let's do this and let's do that. I'm on the inside and I want to be a board member. And dude, who cares, man? It's such a clown show. So easy. The purpose of I am absolutely astounded that I'm doing this. Can't believe it. Gotta believe my family members looking at me going, whoa, dude, where's G-Dog going? It doesn't really matter. My intention here, okay, right here is as pure as it has ever been. I have never had more pure intentions on doing anything in my life than this. And having my children. Uh, these are recorded sessions. You can send these sessions to other people and to share them. I know they're long. People can go fast forward through them. Maybe really just when you send something like this, somebody go, hey, I know it's long, man, but like just hang, okay? Just hang with it. I'm trying to make this a safe experience for other people to not have to figure out how to do this, okay? Like I am figuring out how to do this, but I'm just showing you how I'm doing it for myself. And I can assure you, if you do not want to be enlightened, if you do not want to challenge your status quo, do not do this. Do not do it. And if you do it 1 or 2 times and go, yeah, that doesn't work. And then you can stop doing it because you'll have the justification for it. But I can assure you, my friend, whoever you are, there's a reason for me not wanting to tell you what my holy grail is. Because as soon as I say it, there is no taking that shit back. No taking it back. Because it's the truth. And it's the truth that I'm actually scared to say. Because I think once you put the truth out there, it's really, really hard to retract it. Yeah, there probably aren't 4K concurrent viewers. Dude actually thinks there is four. Yeah, maybe not, man. Hey, since you know, um, within reach, don't think I know you, but hey, since you know about this data, maybe you could educate me how many concurrent viewers there are. Uh, that would be awesome. Also, while you're maybe trashing the concept of 4,000 people being here, and maybe there's only 400. Would love to know how many churches right now on Sunday have 400 people in them. See, the numbers for me aren't as important as there's enough numbers here for me that if 10% of you, and I appreciate that it's probably not going to be my concurrent friend within reach, but if 10% of the people here, and there were only 400 people and 40 people, in fact, let's just go even lower. If only 4 people were to achieve a modicum of advancement in their life, my friend, I think it would be worth the 2 hours of time that I spent here. Because I only need one person to become activated and great. It is 1 and 2 people on this planet that make the difference. It is never the masses. It's probably never the guy like within reach. Okay. And I hope I'm wrong about you. But see, the comment itself is just demeaning, right? It's unnecessary. It's not productive, in that, gosh, within reach, what are you trying to tell me? Are you trying to help me, or are you trying to say that I'm an idiot? It looks like the latter. Anyway, dude, I love you. I hope you're an awesome human being. And I'm going to tell you that because you were able to make that comment, you have strength, dude. You should like figure out how to really, really impinge with your commentary. But please do let me know, like, what is concurrent? Because I don't know. I'm not an expert in this field. I can only look at the numbers and go, oh, there's 4,051 people on X, and there's 45 people on YouTube. And then X says there's, I don't even know how many people are on X, 3,482. But so maybe there's only 200 people here, man. Maybe they're all bots. You know, the truth is, I might just be talking to myself. However, because I have 2 children, one day maybe somebody will package these up and share them with my kids. Maybe then one day they'll go, wow, my dad was cool, dude. He was a cool cat. And he never dragged me into one of his shows. I would never do that to my children. So for the 40 or 50 people out there listening to this today, I want to say thank you for listening. Thank you for at least making it feel like there's 4,000 people in the room so I can feel like I'm doing something important. I'm not sure I would show up here for 4 people. My ego probably would not allow me to show up for 4 people. I'd be like, it's just not worth it. I'm never going to make enough progress here to make a change. So I might as well just go and make some more money. But as long as there appears to be 4,000 people here, I will show up next Sunday and the next Sunday and the next Sunday, because that's the promise I made. And one thing about me, man, I am pretty good for my promises. Pretty good. Where am I going from here? I want to apologize that I just took 4 minutes of my time to respond to that negative comment. See, that's a weakness of mine. I should not do that. Right? It didn't deserve any amount of attention. Zero. But it hooked me in, see? Now, the reason I'm sharing that is that that is my fault. Okay. I'm a grown man. I should know better. I didn't need to get sucked into that deal. However, I think it's fair to say, hey, look, when somebody's trying to do some good, man, notice how easy it is to get somebody off track. Even somebody like I'm pretty focused human being, it can even mess me up, right? And it's a Bitcoin farmer. See, um, it's because of the ego. It's because of my weak ego that I would do that. Um, it is my insecurity, my not knowing. So then I immediately react. See, then we end up in a battle because I'm pretty sure that what's his name isn't going to like me now, right? Because I wasn't really that nice to him. I mean, I was like, "Hey, bro, you're messing. Why are you messing?" And listen, on that, like I hold resentments very like I don't hold resentments. A couple people I just don't trust and will never trust until their behavior changes for like 3 years straight in a row without one infraction. But a guy like that, damn Gary, uh, damn Gary, trolling to a whole new level. I don't know. I don't see. I don't even know what that means. But all I'm saying is that I'm cool, dude. I mean, I don't know what you really meant by that, but um, maybe there's not 4,100 people in here. It doesn't really matter. Okay, what matters is that I'm here, you're here, we're communicating with each other. Now we can learn how to communicate each other in a really constructive way and get something done. That's the other thing. I think sometimes perhaps we don't have a message or a meaning of what we're trying to accomplish when we have these conversations. Like what was the purpose of that, right? Ladies and gentlemen, girls, boys, robots, aliens, people pretending to be something. I believe we are at a stage in the evolution of the earth or humanity. This is a pivotal moment in time. And we are getting ready to be confronted with a tremendous amount of shock, awe, and new paradigms. I really think something on a global, macro, deep spiritual level, possibly physical, it is like we're just so close. We're right there. It's going to happen in my lifetime. That could be tomorrow morning and it could be 2 years from now. I happen to believe it's going to be within the next 2 years for a whole host of reasons. Um, and I think this is one of the reasons that I have been um, pushed to do this. And I think the push is for something that's getting ready to happen, that we need to have at least a modicum of community here where there is some sanity, where we're not trying to be, I'm right and you're wrong, where we're actually trying to be, hey, let's determine what right is and do that. Let's determine what right is and do that. Let's review. The world is falling apart, man. And it's actually falling apart for no good reason. That's the really bizarre part. We have sufficient resources. The United States has 186 different footprints in countries all over the world. What for? The only reason you have a footprint like that is a little similar to Amazon. I mean, you must be shipping shit all over the place between each other. We don't need that much, guys. It's going to be a prison planet if we're not careful, folks, if it's not already. I think people need to like look in the mirror and decide what they're ready and willing to fight for. What are you willing and ready to fight for? What do you even have enough factual data about to fight for? Can you fight for anything you believe for right now? Put a gun in your hand, say, I am going to war for this belief system. Put a knife in your hand, put your heart on your sleeve and say, I am willing to go to prison for this belief. There are so few people on this planet that would die for what they believe in. And the reason is because you don't believe in anything. What do you believe in that you would surrender your life over? What do I believe in that I would sit in a prison cell for the rest of my life for? Once a man can or doesn't have that answer and probably has never confronted that question, you're not a man. I'm not a man yet till I am challenged to stand up for what I really believe in. Life is right or wrong, good or bad in most instances. It is not complicated. We have shut our voices to nothing. We have become lazy, passive, and worst of all, apathetic. Apathetic. Pathetically anti-action, dude. No action. And it includes me. I'm not just bitching at you, okay? It includes me. I'm a child, a baby, scared. I don't want to get thrown in jail. I don't want you to take my money from me. I don't want you to. Freedom is not given freely. It is only acquired, taken by power. Okay, power is never given freely. It is taken. It is demanded and it is fought for. And if you don't continue to fight for it, somebody that is willing to fight for it will take it from us. And I'm afraid they've taken the freedom from all of us without us even knowing, because we quit fighting for it. We quit paying for it. We got it free from Amazon. We got it for $12.95 from Netflix. Shut the fuck up. Watch this. Here, we'll give you 30 days to pay the money on your credit card without any interest. Most of you won't be able to do that. After that, we're going to have to charge you 23%. Buy it anyway, though. We're going to get your credit score up. Hey, you have a good credit score. You know what my credit score is? I don't give a fuck what my credit score is. I don't need a credit score. Credit score. Seriously, we bought this. Hey, go into credit so that we can give you a score. So that when you give us your money, we'll loan you back your money for a little bit cheaper. It's unbelievable, man. It's actually unbelievable. And I just got to say this, okay? When all this shit's going on, if you believe half of what I'm saying, if any of this makes any sense, and maybe I'm just a crazy man, okay? But like having Bitcoin is not a bad trade here. When you hear all this crap, you're like, man, having Bitcoin might be a good little insurance policy. In fact, having Bitcoin allows me to be a little more vocal. If I were to die today, I am telling you, I have been a little pussy. If I die today, I don't think anybody in my family has been strong enough with the capabilities they have with their voice. I think our entire family's been a little prostitute and suffered small little things here and there because the money was good. How's that? Okay, I'm gonna say all of us, all the Cardones have been complicit with the rest of humanity of laying down and being a little fucking baby, a little sheep, uneducated, unwilling to educate. Just because I was uneducated as a kid does not stop me from reading and educating myself today. Okay, guys, I'm going to start ending up because this is going on too long. I could actually go on for 3 or 4 hours. I could sit here and rant for hours. I mean, there's so many topics to cover right now. And I'm really trying not to do this. I'm actually trying to pull back from social media right now. I'm trying to pull back from all these things because I quite frankly, I need you guys to up your game, okay? You're talking about the same thing over and over. We're wasting time now. We should have real crisp conversations, more people involved, more experts coming up. And we got to get beyond the same conversation. I am a great, strong, powerful human being. I was created by something or someone. I have probably tapped into less than 2% of my capacity. And that means that you have tapped into less than 2% of your capacity. We have trillions of joules of energy and thought and vision and imagination that we could collectively bring together. We spend less time on stupid shit and more time on creation, ideas, visions, brilliance, proof, okay? Based on stats that work, not stats that are constantly going down. 2.5 hours, guys. I'm sorry I ran on so long. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it just because it's helped me think through some things. I don't think I've been very clear with you on what this little top secret holy grail thing is for me, but I will tell you that I should be writing books on humanity. I don't know what gives me any credence to do that, but me postponing being honest is not helping, and I am postponing. I am postponing my voice. I'm doing this when I really want to scream out loud and look around and go, what the fuck? Where are our heroes, man? Marco Rubio, you are not a hero. You look like a punk. I need a hero, man. I need a champion. Maybe I am that champion, okay? Maybe we're all those champions. Maybe I need to quit looking out. I am Gary Cardone. I'm trying to do the best thing I can with my life. I'm trying to help other people. I believe that I have great capability and I am tapping into them in their entirety, and I will share them with the world to the best of my ability with the intention to help, to guide, to direct. Not that I have any answers. These answers are not from me, they are coming through me. Is all I can share with you. I think I'm crazy. Every time I say that to you, I'm like, they're coming through me. What the hell does that mean, dude? I'm just the instrument, okay? That's it. I think that's all we all are. But I've been an instrument that has been dulled down, mutated, turn the volume down, always question what I'm doing. Make sure I don't offend anybody in my family. Make sure I don't hurt my brother's business. Make sure I don't hurt his religion. Make sure I don't hurt my ex-wife's business. Make sure I don't do anything to my buddies over there in that business because, you know, they did some naughty things. I don't want them to get fucked up. Be careful what I say about what happened over the last 10 years because I don't want my children to get fucked up because that's a fucked up story. I mean, that's fucked up like you read about. By the way, all on me. Okay. Wasn't anybody else's fault but me. I bought the damn ticket. I paid for everything. I bought that carnival. And still don't know why I did that, okay? It's unbelievable. 12, 15 years of my life, I'm like, "What the fuck was I thinking?" You know what I'm thinking right now? I'm thinking, "Hey, I'm just gonna share every part of my life, and people will be able to go, 'Wow, man, that guy made so many mistakes, yet he still had a cool life.' Just keep doing it, okay? I made so many mistakes. What I am not willing to do is sit here with this pretty little picture that you see of me in my fancy house and my car and my plane and my all my Bitcoin and my pretty little face and my artwork and then you add my brother's story to it and you guys conflate all that and you hear this all cool super story. Dude, I'm as fucked up as everybody else is. I have no clue what's going on. I'm lonely half my life. I'm sad 10%, 20% of my life because my children have been, my whole life has just been like wild and like shit happens to human beings, okay? Shit happens. And it usually happens because I made it happen. My job is to be authentic. Okay. That's all my job is to be authentic. You're not going to buy my ass. I'm not going to become corrupted. I will not become a whore for money, stock, or Bitcoin. Maybe one day somebody reads a book or listens to something and they go, wow, man, that was helpful. Every one of you people Every one of you people have something special inside of you, and I am holding you responsible to go find it. Okay. You need to find it right now because I need more powerful motherfuckers with me. Yeah, I've been lonely my whole life. I need strong people around me. This world needs strong men and women, not crazy, not emotionally fucking spastic, not, you know, fucking organized, man, like an assassin. Okay. Focus, like direct. We know what we're doing, we know why we're doing it. We need an army, man, an army of truth and goodness and honor, respect for our elders, respect for our juniors, and respect for ourselves. The way for me to respect myself and respect my creator, whoever that may be, is to figure out where all my great skills and capabilities are. And just get rid of everything else. Focus on those few things that have been given to me, so freely been given to me. And all I have to do is learn how to make the tool work. All right. I've gone on a long time today. I thank you guys very much. I can honestly say that I have more love in my heart today than I had a year ago when I started this. I started this in October. I have more my heart, the love that I have in my life. Very funny. I have zero love in my life right now. Um, I mean by that romantic. But I have more love in my life, in my heart, in my beingness than I've ever had in my entire life. And it's from doing these. It's from well, it's from doing this. It's don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm being instructed to do this. Okay, that's all I can say. Because and the reason I keep saying that there's something, some voice that like, bro, why are you doing this? People are going to just think that you want to be seen on TV. You know, my brother told me one day. He said, only reason people go on a camera is they want to be known. I don't care about being known. I could care less. But you know what I do know? No one else is doing this. Everyone's selling shit. I am selling freedom. Okay, I want to be free. I want to die on this planet a free man, man. It would be awesome actually if I didn't even have to die. It would be awesome if I could be free right now, living. Going, wow, man, I feel cool about myself. Well, you know what? I do feel cool about myself. I'm a good human being. I'm Gary Cardone. I have probably wanted to be like this my whole life, where I speak to other people and try to help other people be better. It's the greatest thing I could ever do in my life. I help other people become better than they are, or better than they thought they were. I can listen to them. I can give them a few instructions, but more importantly, I can just share my own life with them. And it makes it easier for them to share their own life. And then they realize, hey, I'm not a weirdo. Okay? I'm not a weirdo, man. This is what human beings were supposed to do with each other. I love you guys. Go out, help somebody today, okay? Do it because it's the right thing to do. You know, do it because it's the cool thing to do. You want to be super cool? Go help somebody, dude. If you're super cool, you look all cool, man, you're dressed up, you go do something really freaking cool for someone else, maybe change their tire for them or buy them a dinner or Give them a freaking $500. I mean, whatever you do that's and I would love to hear the stuff y'all are doing for people that are secrets. You don't take credit for it. I'm telling you, you become a better person doing this. Okay, not only that, but you fertilize better activities in the world. Imagine we're just fertilizing goodness everywhere. Hey, man, throw a little goodness over here. Hey, let me throw a little help over there. Hey, let me give this girl a little money. Okay, let's do awesome. People are helping each other without being dickheads and without taking credit for it. Folks, don't believe anything you're listening to. Don't believe anything you're hearing. Don't believe the news. Don't believe the newspapers. Don't believe the TV, the radio, the messages. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what do I believe in? What is happening on this planet? Who am I? And what the hell am I doing about it? Because you know what? It is not going to change if you don't. Our world is not going to change if I don't change. It is beyond, it is becoming of me. It is my duty, not yours. It is my duty to make the first move. And the first move is, hey, I got to change. I got to become less material. I have to become more ethereal. I have to become more spiritual. I have to be talking about things that have the ability for humans to change the future by thought and thought alone, not action. Okay. Not pushing shit, not changing interest rates, by thinking collectively, by creating and envisioning a world that is better than what we have right now. And that comes from passion, inner passion, like a volcano spewing all over this planet. I am a powerful entity, okay? It is time for me to show my light. It is time for you to show your light. Stop filtering it. Please stop filtering it. Give it to me just like it is, man. I want to see all the fucking lumens. I want to see how bright you are. Okay. If I don't like it, guess what I get to do? Dude, I don't like your light. Cool. I'm not your audience. That's cool. I just don't like the light. Okay. Doesn't mean you're wrong. Now, if you like my light, I would beg you to repost the room. I wish there was 4,600 people in here concurrently, dude. Hey, Windspring or whatever your name was, can you help me figure out how to get far within reach 40,000 people in here? Okay, because you cannot tell me that 40,000 people don't need to be in here listening. Even if you disagree with me 100%, it is worth sitting here going, huh. Now he's got 400 people in his room right now. Let's cut it down by 90%. He's got 400 people in his room right now. 400 people will listen to Gary's crazy shit, and you within reach totally disagree with it. Dude, start another room. You'll get 4,000 people in here that totally disagree with me. Now we can all start getting better together. Because we will all come, if we do this with good intention, we will all come to the same answer. I have come to this answer, by the way, about myself because I have done it all. I have literally, I cannot think of anything I haven't done yet. I have been on every cool yacht, airplane. There isn't hardly any more. I don't want any more experiences, dude. I have fished in Russia with billionaires and done. I've been in a helicopter before where they turned the damn engine off just for the experience. Jumped out of an airplane with a parachute and no other parachuters by myself first time. I like doing extreme things. I've done 6 grams of mushrooms once under guidance. It was the most profound experience I've ever had in my life. I have done a lot of crazy shit, dude. And let me tell you, I end up in one place. I should help people be better than they are. That's it. That's what I think you should do. And never before in the world as we know it has one man been able to communicate to as many people as willing to hook into it. This is phenomenal, phenomenal opportunity. And I would just implore so many of you to, if you have the skill to do this, do it. I did not have the skill to do this 30 years ago. I needed a lot of experience. I was listening to Norman Vincent Peale and all the great writers of yesteryear. I mean, so many. Og Mandino, the guy who wrote Think and Grow Rich, and all these great books. I needed to study, okay? Man needs to study, okay? Pick a book up. If you need a book right now, I would implore you to go get The Greatest Salesman in the World. It is not a book about salesmen at all. It's a beautiful, beautiful book. It changed my life forever. Anytime I get in trouble, I read that book. If you're in a lot of emotional trouble right now, I would read the book, The Road Less Traveled. In fact, I'd buy both those books and have them on my library just in case. Thank you guys for being here. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry for this being so long, but I appreciate you hanging out. You guys got to go out and do something nice for somebody today. No, don't take any advice. Don't take any credit for it. And if you could just repost the room, set people up for next week. I will be here next week. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for the world. I believe that in all this chaos, and there will be more chaos, by the way, I think we should prepare for more freaky things happening. This is happening on our watch, folks. Whatever's happening, this is it. It's actually happening. It's not going to happen in 20 years. It's happening right now. And you're living in history. The people that you know today will be written about in history going, oh, yeah, we knew that. This is it, dude. Like, you're going to have to live a few lifetimes to read about this story in 400 years. It's happening right now. Wake the fuck up. Show up on Sundays with me. Let's start writing in the morning. I am Roger Smith. I am Gary Cardone. I am Kotoshi. I am King Daniel the Great. And then complete the sentence. I am Gary Cardone. I am a great communicator. I am a good leader, a great leader, a leader of good, white, wholesome intention to help you and other people like you. God bless you, man. Take care. Have a great one. And my boys say they love you too.